You are very welcome back to the show. We've got an Italian favourite with a healthy-ish twist today, Sharon.
Very healthy, yeah.
So, no pasta.
Yes.
So what are we making?
So it's actually this is a world exclusive, Tahi. I'm bringing you.
This is a recipe.
I thought you might. Yeah. This is a recipe from my new cookbook, the No Cook Cookbook.
The No Cook Cookbook.
Yes.
Yes. Is this your first or second one?
This is my second book. So this is the big brother to No Bake Baking.
No. Okay. Yes.
So this is the big brother. So this is the first recipe that I've cooked for anybody from the book.
Brilliant. So we're really excited to see how it will come out.
So we're talking about ravioli with no pasta, and my cheat is a courgette.
A courgette. That is a yellow courgette.
It's a yellow courgette. Yes. A courgette, not as you know it normally.
Yes. And is there a big difference between both of them? Outside the colour, of course.
Outside the colour, well, no, flavour-wise, not particularly, but these are more difficult to find. I suppose they're not necessarily...
I've never seen one before.
Have you not?
I'm pretty sure I haven't.
If you go to a good greengrocer's, and perhaps they can order them in for you if they don't have them. But with this recipe, you can use a normal green courgette also.
It's all the same. Yeah.
Yes,
the yellow's
absolutely.
nice, so it's a really nice yellow as well.
Yeah, and as well, it kind of looks like pasta then.
Yes.
That's the idea. So this implement that I'm using is a mandolin. If you don't have one, they're kind of lethally sharp, but it's getting, look at nice
so this
thin
is what we want.
ribbons. Yes. If you don't have a mandolin, you can use a vegetable peeler.
And can you set them, do they come in different settings?
Yes, it comes in different settings. And actually, we were talking about courgette earlier.
Yes.
Some of, like my one, for example, has teeth that you put into it, and you can get long strips
because
from it.
you see the ads at the moment there where you put it into this thing and then you...
It's the spiralizer?
Yes, the spiralizer,
yes.
So it comes out like spaghetti.
Like spaghetti, exactly. Yeah. But again, you can use the mandolin to make that. They're not kind of curly, but they're long strands.
Okay, so you need to be careful here. So children shouldn't do this.
Yes, absolutely. And also it does come with a guard, which I should really be using right now. I tend to start to use it when it gets down near the bottom.
And I take a big intake of breath every time you do it.
Sorry. Well, so far we did well.
We did very well.
So they're the lovely strips of pasta.
Pasta-ish, yeah.
So I'm just going to pop them into a bowl and put a little bit of olive oil on there and leave them sitting there nicely. And that will just help to soften them down a little bit.
You leave them there for how long would you leave them there?
Just while I'm cooking the rest of the recipe.
It doesn't matter. Okay, you don't have to put
just
them...
a few minutes, really. And it just helps to soften them down and get a bit more flavour into them as well.
Okay.
And while they are doing that, then I'm going to move on to this sauce. And this has got a lovely crushed tomato sauce. And again, no cooked sauce.
There's no cooking at all here.
No cooking involved.
So you don't like cooking or baking, but you like...
I know I even covered up your hob. I don't have anything against cooking as such.
Yeah.
But
you don't have to cook. That's the point.
Yeah, absolutely. And actually, the reason, the way I kind of came up with this idea, obviously it's a follow-on from No Bake. But last summer I was on maternity leave, and I didn't have very many hands free with children hanging out of me, and it's really difficult to turn the hob on and take heavy trays out of the oven, and also to have the to stay in the kitchen for half an hour, to have a half an hour to do that. That is extra virgin olive oil and red wine vinegar.
Red wine vinegar. Cool.
Yes.
Okay.
And to that, I'm just going to add, this is a dressing for the sauce. I'm just going to add some chopped garlic, and I'm going to chop some shallot as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I just found last summer that it was best to prepare as much as I could in advance, and that way keep it in the fridge and then kind of whisk things together last minute when the kids are having meltdowns. So yeah, lots of my recipes throughout the book, I say different stages of, you can prepare this a day or a week in advance or whatever.
And it's handy as well for moms, because moms are busy enough with babies and stuff like that, so if you can put as many dinners together as you can.
And healthy food as well. Exactly. And it's packed full of fresh and vibrant food. So there's some shallot, and we'll do just a little bit of salt and pepper. And we'll give that a little bit of a whisk.
I'm trying to find out how these turn out. Because I like ravioli, I like pasta, yes, I know. Yeah.
As in, do I pass the test?
No,
Is it good enough? Is it going to be good enough?
See, when I see these recipes in the morning, there's no meat there, I do start saying...
I know, and I brought a pork chop for you the last time.
Yes, you brought 2 pork chops for me.
Yes. Oh, you managed to get 2, did you?
I got the second one in, yeah. Once somebody turned their back and they won't do it again.
The crew didn't get a look in last time, did they?
No, certainly didn't.
So, but hopefully you like it. We'll see now at the end.
I'm sure I will.
But I do have a meat chapter in my book, and fish also. And throughout the book, I've used lots of cheat ingredients as well. The speedy mom that I am. While I don't
What is a cheat ingredient?
Okay, so I don't kind of vouch for ready meals as such, but I'm all about cheats ingredients in the supermarket. For example, one of the cheats today is already toasted almonds.
So you don't have to toast them yourself.
I didn't have to toast myself.
But that's practical to get that, I suppose.
Yeah, exactly, and speedy. It just kind of speeds things up and avoids any kind of burning going on as well.
Speaking of speeding things up, I think we've only about 3 minutes left.
Have we? Okay, I'll speed. I'm talking too too much.
No. We'd like
I'm just going to mash the. In fact, maybe perhaps if
I'll
you do
that,
that,
yeah, bother,
perfect. You mash those down for me.
I know I get a job
And
here.
I'm just going to blitz up those almonds that I was talking about.
The ones are the cheat food.
The cheat one. Now you could use already ground almonds, but the toasted gives a nice flavour. Okay, so they're nicely blitzed down. And I'm just going to mix them. This is the filling now for the ravioli. The almonds.
That's probably about okay, is it?
Let's see how you're doing. That looks pretty good. See the way all the lovely juices have come out into the
that's
oil?
what we want. Yeah, we can see that, yeah.
Looks gorgeous. A lovely no-cook sauce. Now, into the nuts that I ground down, I'm just adding some ricotta. And I'm also going to add some hard cheese. Now, this is in my book, this is in the vegetarian chapter, and not many people know, but Parmesan is actually not vegetarian because it's made with an animal rennet.
Didn't know that.
if you're a strict vegetarian,
You can't have this.
well, you just need to hunt down a hard vegetarian cheese.
Okay.
So proper Parmigiano Reggiano.
Reggiano
is not, but sometimes some of the cheaper
There's
parmesans.
a lovely smell. You can get it over here already.
Of this lovely mixture, yeah. But yeah, sometimes some of the cheaper ones are vegetarian. I feel like, okay, we're almost ready to go. Let me just show you how to make one ravioli, and then I have a little plate there ready to go. So just get two
So here they are at the final.
Crisscross.
They are the final crisscross.
I'll take this out of the way.
Thank you. Put a little bit of the mixture in the middle, and then take
Really
the base.
different more, isn't it?
Very much so. But that'd be a lovely starter as
Wouldn't
well
it?
for
Yeah.
people.
Gorgeous.
Coming
and there
around
you have
to
a
your
little
house.
ravioli. Shall I add it to your plate?
Please do.
And let's put a little bit of tomato sauce over.
And while we're putting this together, of course, the Taste Success is coming back, ladies and gentlemen, and we need your help. Have a look at this. Is your food idea worth €100,000? If so, we'd love to hear from you. And this year, even if you're living abroad, you can enter and we will bring you home to compete. The Taste of Success is back and we want you. Enter now at rte.ie/the Taste of Success. And speaking of the taste, there's certainly a Taste of Success of this as well, Maura.
This is really nice.
Is it a winner for you then?
And you could bake it, Sharon, if you wanted to,
yes,
couldn't you?
you could.
It's very nice.
I'd probably add a bit of egg to the mixture so that it sets inside.
It's the most peculiar thing I've ever had in my life.
Is that a good thing or
Peculiar,
bad?
very good. As in, I didn't really know what it would taste like because I just never imagined all this together.
Isn't it? Yeah, all the flavours are.
Some
all the
lovely
Italian
flavours there, yeah.
Very healthy.
Sharon, thank you very much for
Thank
doing
you,
this.
thanks for having me.
Of course, this recipe can be found on our website, rte.ie/food. It's also on our Facebook page.